Hey, traders. Good to see y'all. Feels like it's been a couple days since I've been live, since I don't really remember much of yesterday. But I think everyone had a good time. Caffeine. I see him in the stream. That was good times, man. Really, really good times. But anyway, I don't know, man. Like, it looked on the 60-minute like something bad was happening, and then it didn't happen. And it's like, we have limited data, but we're trying to start painting a picture here about maybe a supply line. Maybe it's some sort of descending, broadening wedge, you know. And it's failed to break down below the previous cycle top. There was always resistance, never was support until the first time ever, which was June 22nd, which was yesterday. First time springing and back testing a spring of some sort. So I don't know if this supply line here will be broken. If it would be broken, I do know what a 100% measured move of a descending broadening wedge is, and it's always the top of the structure. So like, let's just say it did play out, right? Say, hey man, it's the selling's overdone, dude. Like, way overdone. We got to retrace. Okay. Well, then I would think that your target would be $23,300 if this was actually really a descending broadening wedge. Okay. But you got like 3 touches on the top, 2 on the bottom. That's good enough, right? I mean, that's it.
CRM Doobie.
Yeah, Salesforce will do it, Doobie, man. Thanks so much, man. Yep. Someone will be like, inverse head and shoulder. You can call it that. Same narrative. An inverse head and shoulders or slanted inverse head and shoulders, potentially. No breakout. But I would just say it's so down sloping that I wouldn't look at it like, I would not look at it like an inverse head and shoulders, potentially. Like, what's wrong with the descending broadening wedge? They both mean the same thing. Yeah, low, then lowest low, then the, you know, the matching low from the first shoulder. I understand that too. Like, you can have that interpretation. I just normally like when a potential inverse head and shoulders has an identical collars to create the neckline. This would be the neckline, so it's the supply line. So it doesn't matter if you look at it as that or not. It doesn't matter. But I'll just tell you to be conservative here, because if there was more upside on a successful back test, I mean, you would look. I wouldn't be going with a measured move of the bottom to top here. I would just go with a descending broadening wedge measure move, 23.3, 23.293. If we break out here, but we haven't yet. There's no breakout. So the good news is, I guess, the hidden bearish divergence turned into nothing. Like, it manifested into a joke. It really only manifested into what? A successful back test. Which when we did the poll, we were not even really at that level. We were like 21,000 on the way down. And it's like, we're thinking, hey, if it hits that level, I could say that the people who voted yes, the hidden bearish divergence would play out. It did play out, and it only gave us what? A very, very real back test. There it is, the back test, and you're up off that back test 5.74% so far. So there could be more upside if that's truly gonna hold, if that's real life, man. But all you need to know, right? All you need to know is that level. Because below that level, you would want nothing to do with Bitcoin at all. I think you go to 17,155 if or when that ever breaks. But if it does hold successfully, you could understand after such a nasty crash that just a common everyday scrub loser retrace would happen, and you just go from that high to low to understand that you hit a 236, you pull back after hitting a 236, and you're starting to exceed it again. So, hey, great news. Look at this. You know, if we're just talking about a mild, moderate scrub retrace, the 38% retrace lines up with the 100% measured move of the descending broadening wedge. So it is just not unreasonable to believe that's where Bitcoin could be headed if it's truly holding this 19,891. So, you know, as a trader, you don't have to know where an asset's going, but you like, you know, it's up to us to know like the critical inflection points, and it seems like we've just successfully back tested it. I think it's going to be, direction is going to be dictated by the S&P 500, you know, the index funds for sure, and it seems like they held up. You know, they have held up above that level that we'll look at in a few. But that's kind of it right now on Bitcoin, okay? If you want a golden zone, you want just a common retrace in between 23,128 and 26,650. Anywhere in, if Bitcoin runs to anywhere in there, it's not weird. It's a common retrace in a downtrend. You can't be that surprised if that happens. Okay? You get them, man. You get retrace as it happens. So we'll see. I mean, hey, I'm start changing my tune though. As soon as you start breaking down and you start testing 19,891 again, I'm not going to be talking like this. I'm going to be like, this is pathetic. This is trash. We're about to go to 17.1. But for now, okay, here it is. The golden zone. All right, so let's go to Ethereum. I guess we go to Bitcoin on the daily. Look at that too, right? Bullish engulfing candle. Confirmed in 45 minutes if all stays the same. Excuse me, let me get my visibilities. Situated here, okay. Yeah, so again, you just look here and you can clearly see. You gotta like it, man. It's like it was a bearish breakdown confirmed with a daily candle close confirmation on June 18th. It was over, dude. But it's not about the breakdown itself. It's about the fall through. The fall through was a bullish engulfing candle back above the inflection point. So therefore, literally no. Literally, it didn't break down, actually. And then, 3 days gone by of holding above that level a couple times today, even testing it once more, but now covering the previous candle. And of course, you look left, there's nothing here. Not up, right, or down. Like below 19,891, nothing till 17.1, but above this level, that's what I'm saying. Like from the previous high to low, it just anywhere it could end up, like in the zone. There's just no support resistance really backing things up. I mean, my God, it could go to 25K and really wouldn't be that crazy. So that's what's happening right now on Bitcoin on a daily. You're safe. You are safe right now, and you're doing something relatively bullish at a critical level. So when you're at a critical level, that means it's easy to strategize a stop loss, at least. Okay, let's go to Ethereum. I mean, I get it, right? It's like, hey, is that 100% probably descending broadening wedge structure too? I mean, like, that's like perfect. I mean, that's really nice right there. And same on the bottom, right? Yeah, so if you break out, the issue here is it's not as simple as Bitcoin because Bitcoin has nothing looking left. But Ethereum does have 1223. That's very real. I mean, we knew if you broke 1223, you were going to 980. You went to 980. You exceeded 980, but you didn't stay for very long. In fact, you only had 1 4-hour candle close below that key point, and then immediately engulfed, and that engulfing candle has turned into what you see now. In fact, actually what's happening, if you can even believe it, after the hidden bearish divergence, all of a sudden hidden bullish divergence developed. Man, what are you talking about? How in the world is hidden divergence showing up? You make the low, then the higher low, and then the higher levels in the oscillator, implying continuation. You are continuing, but it doesn't ensure that you're going to make higher highs or anything. You haven't broken out anything. So it's like 100% measure move on Ethereum is 1279, 1280. But we know 1223 is right here. It's that peak back from January 2018. So you'd think that's upside potential. If it ever broke that, my God, man, going to 1420 probably. Up and down. That's it. And then, of course, a lot of up and down in between there. And just recently, straight down. So there you have it. Someone could call it inverse head and shoulders. Momentum's attempting to shift somewhat, isn't it? But no higher highs yet. Not even the same high. So that's what makes me have a little pause, a little caution. That it looks cool, but there's no evidence at all that, the trend's beginning to reverse or anything, but I get it, man. Look, you have impulses and consolidation, impulse, consolidation, impulse, consolidation. You're consolidating now, so it's always good to make a higher low. But now let's follow through with a higher high. Let's follow through with a supply line breakout, and then a 1220 breakout, and then we go to 1420. All right, let's do that because we haven't done that yet. Let's get above 60 on the 4-hour RSI. My God, let's do something, dude. But yeah, Ethereum, if you can't even tell, but it's up 9% today. Wow. Crazy. Is it a partial decline? It could be, yeah, potential partial decline. Bitcoin might already have a confirmed partial decline, right? I mean, hold on, we got friggin' sirens, man. Okay, so that's your Ethereum. Daily gonna be the same type of thing as Bitcoin, right? A bullish engulfing candle, and after remember the classic bullish divergence on the MACD histogram is now presenting to us positive momentum for the first time since June 11th. Nice, it's really nice. So if it was real life, if this was real classic bullish divergence, it was gonna do something, we'd get more green histogram wicks in the coming days. And hopefully, you know, off an engulfing candle, they'll be confirmed in 40 minutes. Some fall through. And I think, like, you know, you're in between two levels now. So flip your coin. But if this was true, the engulfing and then another engulfing, the bullish ones, right? 1220 from here. And then after 1220, if you broke it, which we don't know, 1420. Ever break that? 1700. So it's all about the levels now, man. Now it's always been about the levels. So you're in between two of them. And traders never settled up below that level on the daily, never, which is really cool. So let's see, I mean, how much performance will we receive from the classic bullish divergence? It's doing what it can to pivot here. It's really trying to pivot, at least for a relief rally, a scrub rally, okay? I think anywhere between 1200 and 1420 makes sense for a common retrace if we were going to get one, because we literally crashed 50% in like 9 days. So that'll do it. Yeah, when you go back in history books, man, when you collapse 50% in, you know, less than 2 weeks, yeah, you'll often get reflexive rallies. It's just gonna happen, man. Even if you're in a bear trend, yes, the worst conditions you'll get those too. All right, so let's take a look at.
I like turtles.
Okay, after perfectly, like the Jesus man, like after perfectly testing the previous cycle top, you have only gone up since then. That's it. That's all you've done. And so working on another engulfing candle, 908 billion, we could be seeing $1 trillion. If this bullish divergence on the MACD histogram plays out. You haven't seen positive Momo yet, soon, like tomorrow. Maybe even crazy stuff in 38 minutes if some alts pump. But just understand, you know, here, like even if you look left, maybe 1.05 trillion makes sense. Maybe 1.8 trillion right there. And if you broke that, then, you know, you'd be going to like 1.2 trillion. So there's upside, you know, common retraces, just high to low here. You hadn't even made a 38% retrace, meaning, yeah, of course, a relief rally could occur anywhere between 984 and 1.12. There you go. There's your golden zone on total. It's a total, man. Oh my God, dude. Okay, so BNB up 6.7. This is insane. This might be incredible. This could be unbelievable on BNB chat with what's happening. I know it'll probably just turn into a lower high eventually than $332, but you can't argue with the fact that you are holding this level. You are rejecting lower prices. Buyers are defending this level. They defended it on the 19th, and you've only held. You even regarded that level as support the next day, and now we're getting a really strong bullish engulfing candle. One low, no one knows. Second low, even on a lower low, maybe everyone knows. And on that second low, you had the seller exhaustion you were looking for. Positive momentum presented for the first time since June 9th on BNB. So again, we don't have no idea. We know what's going to happen most likely if you get a for real breakdown below 210, but you never got a for real breakdown below 210. So now you're pivoting and there's seller exhaustion and you're like at areas where it's easy to strategize for stop losses and entries and all that. But now you're breaking back into the level. And historically, you know what happens. Up, down, a million times, even recently. So this isn't bad. This is a good thing for BNB, at least for the argument for short-term rally, scrub rally, bear market rally. It's pretty good, man. That's solid price action. That's like you're rejecting a bearish breakdown here on your second attempt, which could be sellers would relent for a little while and BNB could run. And if we have this beautiful downtrend here, use your imagination to, you know, eventually in time, maybe it takes a couple weeks, but eventually you get to the supply line of the down, and you get overbought in a downtrend, $306, you end up making a lower high than previous high, test that supply line, you fail, and the downtrend continues later. But for now, it's looking okay. And of course that could change tomorrow, but I'm just telling you, you know what levels to look out for, but there's some interesting price action going on right now. So that's why you're watching the stream, where it looked like, oh no, the world's ending on Saturday. Buyers defended the areas that were critical, and now you're back above them. Intriguing. We'll see how much follow through we get on this kind of bullish development. I'd say the trend's bearish, but you have a bullish development currently. All right. 3-day candle close today. Thanks for that. Yeah, 21,130 on Bitcoin, 35 minutes. So your daily candle close. Thanks for being here. Or Bitcoin's almost up 6%. Or BNB up 7%. Altcoins across this market are up. Like, imagine being down. There's not one that's down on my watch list, you know, on my main one. Here's your Cardano that, yeah, it's up 4.2%. My God, it's doing nothing. I think Hoskinson spoke in front of Congress today or something. Good for him. It didn't really affect the price too much. You are in a downtrend, undeniably. But hey, man, maybe you're basing out. Yeah, maybe Bitcoin rallies, Cardano's going to rally too, and that'd be great. Hey, no one's going to argue. It looks like there might be some bullish divergence here. Wow, go figure. Breaking news, everyone. There's bullish divergence on all higher market cap cryptos, just about almost every single one. Bitcoin isn't, but the 2-day is showing bullish divergence. I think maybe 3-day too. So cool, dude. Relief rallies on assets that got destroyed 50% in less than 2 weeks. Destroyed. So yes, of course rallies come eventually. And this could be that time where, yep, shorts covered, right? I mean, hey, a short would be short on a bearish pennant, and on the breakout, hey, they got their targets, and, you know, looking left, there's not much till previous cycle top, and it hit that level, and now bullish development. So now we wait for the bullish development to play out, and we'll see how well or not well it performs, because we're not in a bullish trend, we're in a bearish trend. But that's okay. Doesn't mean it can't play out. It can't go up, you know, thousands of dollars. It very well could, because it can't be that easy on shorts, man. It's just been like auto short market. It's like, no, it can't be that easy, man. Can't be, dude. Okay, so Cardano, and then what was next? Oh, XRP. Sorry, XRP is above Cardano. Wow, holy crap. XRP took over. XRP is now the 4th largest crypto in the world again. Woot. Good news. Hey, crazy stuff here. I'm not kidding. I know it's
China to me. China.
Lend coin high. Smiley face.
Thanks for the 3, Jeffrey, man. Lend coin. Yeah, I don't think people want to be lending out much these days because they're getting scammed. Hey, lend me your coin and we'll lock it up, and then we'll crash 90%, and we might not give you your money back. Get wrecked, dude. Thank you. So something interesting, like BNB is at its own inflection point. So is XRP, back above a key level, that 32.5 cent area with seller exhaustion on the second test. So hey, this is good. Close above this level, it'd be a bullish engulfing. There's divergence. This could be exactly where a relief rally occurs, and there could be a lot of upside, just because we know I would say minimum upside 38 cents. So from where you are right now, 38 cents, because it just looks like the next level. Looking left, 38 cents. You're talking like 14% upside from here, just to go test a previous peak valley area from history, okay? So yeah, and also it's the valley locally from May 27th. There could be more upside on these altcoins because they crashed, if you didn't notice. But they already crashed once, then they crashed again, but the second crash wasn't near as bad as the first one, and on the second time, you got lower levels. You got seller exhaustion implied down here. Well, God, man, I would imagine sellers would be a little exhausted after the asset only collapsed and, you know, lost 70% of its value in less than 100 days. Yeah, that'll happen, man. You'll eventually Sellers, you will run out of sellers, and then some bids will come in, but it'll end up ultimately making a substantially lower high than the previous highs, and then roll over again in weeks' time, months' time. So this is great, man. Great news on BNB, great news on XRP, great news on Bitcoin. Holding above that level still. And until we fall below that level, you're okay. You're okay for more upside. Dang, man, I can't believe XRP jumped Cardano. Let's go to Sol, though. Sol, they came out with a cell phone, dude. They came out with a cell phone, man. Oh my God. Well, guess what, dude? It's also breaking 37.20 today. It could be on its way to 48.62 for a test. Could be. Finally, I think this, and you know, whatever, that Gartley didn't play, started playing out and then didn't, right? Probably arbitrary. Yeah, I mean, it's still there. It's like, you know, arbitrary X point maybe. But yeah, it played out and it's rallying, maybe going type 2, but it is getting back above this 37.20 area, which, and a supply line's being broken too, I believe. Yeah, supply line was, ooh, I like this, man. So yeah, you get the Gartley, not really rolling over yet, but supply line breach to break out, then a back test of the supply line. Interesting. And you know, could be headed to like the next levels. I mean, maybe 43.78, 48 bucks, 55 bucks. Yeah, man. Okay. The scam. Wow, dude, it came out of the cell phone and it's up 11% because Bitcoin's up. Great, dude. Maybe a type 2 on the Gartley. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Still below the 200 moving average. Bearish divergence didn't do anything. You know the bearish divergence did? It turned into hidden bullish divergence. Life comes at you fast. Look at that. Bearish, classic bearish divergence into hidden bullish divergence. Dang, man. But there's classic, hidden. Dang, man. Continuation applied. It's happening. It's playing out for now. So above 37.20, you might be okay for more upside because everything has been decimated. If you're new, you're just tuning in. We've gone through like one of the nastiest crashes ever in crypto. So, and we're on the tail end of it though. We survived. We're alive still. Things got to make reflexive route. Things got to hit, you know, they got to break supports and go to the next ones and then hold and then show exhaustion and then rally upward. And then, but probably only to make a lower high eventually. I'm not saying you can't make money in those market conditions. It's just not as easy because the rug can get pulled anytime. Okay, so Salt and Doge. Oh my God, Dogecoin, dude. Let me guess. Is it up today? It's up 4.2%. Wow.
Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
Doge that showed daily bullish divergence. It did. It was undeniable. It was real life. Just like everything else, is really not performing too well today. Not really. I think if it was gonna retrace commonly, I would think 7.86 cents. Right here, this line on your screen. If Bitcoin's going to like 23K, then Doge is probably going to that level. You just think about it. Hey, wherever Bitcoin, if Bitcoin goes up, then altcoins go up to their next levels too. That's it. Oh my God, maybe it's a type 2 return. Type 1 and then a type 2. It's the hop or something, right? Okay, well, until you make a higher high and a higher low, you're just in a massive bear trend. I mean, it's terrible, dude. Terrible downtrend. The divergence will probably, it'll play out. It's trying to play out, but it's not going to perform well, most likely, unless something insane on Bitcoin happens, and that's it. Okay, then DOT. Yes, DOT did it, man. It's up 5.5%. Repeating, of course, is classic bullish divergence. It hit a target level after failing to break 1060 twice. It went straight down to the next level. Now it's pretty much tested that level twice, at least on the 4 hour. 4 hour double bottoming at this level. And it's bouncing off of it, and you can understand. Up, down, up, down, up. It's very thin order book here. If it goes to 1040, it really wouldn't even be crazy. I'm just thinking, hey, man, it's really bearish trend. So, but yeah, I mean, there's not much resistance for a long time on DOT. There's just not. But all these assets, they went into the crash territory and they crashed, and then they hit other levels from history looking left, the next ones, and then they're bouncing off of them. It's really not crazy. It's not out of this world at all. So I'm sure there's a supply line, man, on DOT there. There it is, supply line. You'll probably go test that, 886. Just depends on when Bitcoin breaks up is depending on when this one will break up to the upside, right? So, okay. Good stuff, man. Like, these things got to happen eventually, right? They got to. Tron up 1%. Hasn't even moved, which is kind of interesting, right? How is everything up? All these percentage points, like Matic's up 25%, and storage is up 57%, and YFII scam up 43%. How are these all up? I mean, Atom's up 15%, Alice up 15%. Why is only Tron up 1%? Yeah, interesting. Not performing well. So I think it'll just turn. Whenever it gets done, I think it's going to make a lower high than these highs and roll over again. It's going to downtrend's going to continue, and you'll eventually break 5 cents. But it could take time, man. It could take time. Yeah, I mean these S coins. So many people leave them, right? The liquidity dries up on them, and it's very easy to move the meter on these coins now because their market cap's just been so decimated. So much money left the crypto space. Look at this. You know, it was a lot harder back then, but like, hey, you know, now like since April, my God, how much has exited? Think about $1.24 trillion has exited the market in less than 100 days. That's money coming out of everything and a lot of altcoins. And so when all that money gets pulled out, there's a lot less people exchanging orders between buyers and sellers, right? Bids and asks. And so if it's illiquid, then it's easier to move assets up and down. And that's what's happening in these altcoins. This whack-a-mole. Moonboy whack-a-mole. All right, let's go to the S&P. That wasn't even from the bottom. That was me being nice and going from that high to where you are now, not from the lowest low. So yeah, very, very, very interesting, right? It's like, of course, there's got to be more questions here, and it could be bottoming out, a bear trend bottom, right? There could be a bear trend bottom because it's like you had one wave down, then you had the two small waves. The second small wave looks like, you know, you held back in this channel, and maybe you're going to go fill some gaps. Maybe you're going to go test 4,058 again. It's really tough to say there's divergence. I mean, I think the RSI, it's really close. It's like class C bullish divergence, you know, getting out of the bearish control zone too. That's nice. So, you know, still really cautious, and I'm not bullish. This trend is so bearish and trash, but I get like, you know, wave structures, wave analysis. You know, you get one wave and then a second wave, and then you get divergence, right? You get divergence on the second low, and it's not as low as or it's lower than the previous low, but not by much. And then you get a wave up, and the wave up is, you know, it happens, and that's what could happen again. It's just predictable patterns, like one wave, 2, 3, 4 waves, right? Or one wave, then a second wave, then a third wave, then a fourth wave, right? I mean, one wave, second, third, and then you could get a fourth wave, whatever. And it's the W shapes, right? You get the W's all the time, and maybe you're finishing that second small wave, and then now there might be a nicer wave up, but it's just going to turn into a lower high. So that's it, man. You're safe for now. You're not dead yet, even though you are certainly in a downtrend. Yeah. Same thing with all of them, man, except maybe the Russell 2000. You know, Dow Jones, same thing. It's like, hey, it held the. I mean, it's very real. Holding the level, holding it, man. I mean, what about 3-day? No real divergence or anything. No, kind of, not really. The two-day, hey man, the 2-day classic bullish divergence on Dow Jones. All right, so let's get this wave in. Let's get a wave up to test the heart line, maybe at 31.4. That's where you could be headed if you go once, and no one knows. Second time, everyone knows, and you hold this level. I mean, you can't be surprised if on this pathetically lower low than the previous low, if a wave up happens here. Like, you can't be surprised. Buyers have defended this level, it seems like, for now, until bad stuff happens. Okay, cool. There could be a little more upside, but it doesn't mean you're in a bull trend. Great. The bad stuff just happened, you know, past couple weeks. Same thing. All right. Buyers defended the demand line. Buyers defended 10,823. That was always an eventual target anyway. There's bullish divergence undeniably, right? Sellers are exhausted at key levels at the, downtrend demand line and the horizontal line. Okay, so there could be more upside. There could be gap fills in store. You can go to 11,740 and it wouldn't even be weird, really at all. You'd still be bearish. You're bearish until you, my God, there's just so much that has to be done, man, to become bullish again. Like for the market to be reversing the trend it's in, which is very well established, lower highs, lower lows. Okay. But nice. Hey, you could be setting up for, it looks like it's setting up for some sort of relief rally from here, but we'll see. It's a bearish trend, so. Russ 2000, I'm sure I could probably plot a channel here. I've just been paying attention to the horizontal lines here. So important. You're still below key levels. You really are. You're not above 1743. You get above 1743, I think you got a lot of upside, maybe just like you did before when you held it. But below it, not liking this, man. Don't like it down here. Doesn't mean you're not trying to show a little bit of, well, not on the MACD, maybe a little on the RSI. Classic divergence, somewhat. You just really, maybe if you care about an index fund, you'd be going with S&P and Dow Jones and not the Russell 2000. Based on looking left, you are below some of the most key levels on this chart right now. Okay, so that's it. Bear trend, but hey, nice day today. You did it, man. Gold can't do it. It's just like, wow, dude, of course, right? Okay, gold bearish engulfing candle, rejecting the 200-day moving average 4 days in a row. Yeah, it's off, man. It's like whatever. Hey, dude, let's just try to find a bullish setup on gold. Nah, man. It's like too high market cap, too suppressed. I guess it's just, yeah, you can't do anything on this asset anymore. It's just so, oh. But yeah, it's not dead. It's not dead till it falls below 1793. But my God, are we ever gonna get follow the price action? What a terrible asset to trade. This is an awful asset to trade. It's terrible. There's no movement ever. But yes, it's still showing accumulation. And my God, I hope it plays out. The divergence turned into nothing. Divergence turned into just more negative momentum now. And a bearish engulfing. So whatever. But yeah, you're safe until 1793 is broken, and that's it. Cool. 20 minutes to the daily close. Silver, awful too, man. Like, give me a break. Like, whatever. Maybe it's just bear flagging. God, I wouldn't put it past this trash to just be like bear flagging, dude, at a support before it collapses to 17 bucks. I really, like, even with gold, at least it was showing higher lows and accumulation. Silver's trash. It's awful. Like, I don't care what it does. It's like making lower highs and lower lows now confirmed, and it's just sitting here at 20 bucks and no one's buying this trash. No one buying silver. And it's literally just bearishly consolidating now. Look at it. That's a real bear flag at a key support, and once it breaks, you go down much lower prices. So I don't trust this crap. I don't trust silver at all, man. If you want a long silver, go ahead, but it doesn't look good. It looks terrible. Yep, gold is certainly boring, man. But yeah, that's no moon. That looks like a bear flag, dude. Bad. Have your alert set up below $20.73. Okay. Platinum. I don't really like platinum anymore either. Like, I don't like platinum at all now. Like, I get it. Like, there's the trade setup type stuff. Like, it's at a lower risk area. I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you should be catching bids and no one's buying and it's right back at support. I hate that. I don't like this anymore. I think you could be very well setting up for 756 now. It's like literally momentum is shifting because no one is buying this asset. It could have been good, but now with new data after a failed rally again, you can't like it, man. You can't really like platinum or silver at all. Not at all. Copper getting destroyed. Metals, man. So I don't like platinum anymore.
Please look at Hex.
What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for the 20. Yeah, sure do. Whatever. Yep. Yep, that's cool. It's cool, dude. How about you worry about the TA I provide in the stream for free, Mike, instead of like having problems? Like you're worried about things that don't really matter. You should. What are you doing? Like, this is a TA stream. Hello, I'm giving market analysis updates, and you like, what about moderation, man, and chatting? It's like you shouldn't matter. I'm just here providing a service, just looking at traditional technical analysis of financial markets, man. That's it. God, dude. Like, so I could just create a new account and then start over and then whatever. Yeah, like, look at that, dude. Boom. Wyckoff distribution complete, man. Complete, dude. The partial rise right there. And you know you're going, man. 330. 330, man. Yeah, Drew, like, I am skeptical, and there's nothing wrong with waiting, being patient for some trend reversal. I don't care about finding the bottom, and people, I guess, are obsessed with finding the bottom on a market. Look for the second bottom, the third bottom, so you can sleep at night knowing that the trend is starting to reverse versus, oh, just long this bottom, this area, and it might be the bottom, but probably not. Probably not, man. So lower prices coming, I think, but that kind of made sense. It looked like you were at the end of the line, and there was so much more downside on copper. And if you talk about a full reset, forget about it, man. Talking about like 260 to 230, yeah. Copper's like the Chinese chart, man. It's like, this is dumping China, not good stuff in China. All right, so yeah, we're just looking at your metals, not performing well, and no one's buying them, really. Like, maybe gold, because they're just higher lows, but they make these higher lows, and then they just barely move, man. They just don't do anything. It's just it's like there's like no liquidity. Like, there's just not enough liquidity in the entire financial system for these assets now. God. So we can go to U.S. oil, though, that, hey, speak of the devil. Liquidity getting pulled out. I mean, getting rugged, man. U.S. oil, not so much U.S. oil, but it was natural gas that got destroyed. This is kind of funny on U.S. oil, how you've hit this level that was once a certain supply line. How many times? And then how many times did you hold it as support after you broke it and you rallied, made a lower high, and you're right back at it? I don't know if you hold it this time, man. You're in the bearish control zone for the first time since December of 2021. So I just don't, I mean, it's in a massive uptrend. No one's arguing with that, and you're still making higher lows for now, but maybe remain a little cautious here. We'll see if it can find its footing, because it's getting very, very close to not making higher lows anymore. And if it doesn't, then you can understand a full reset and an uptrend. It wouldn't be weird from the low to the high. How far could we go? You could see 87 bucks. A 786 though would take you to $75, $78. Yep. Much lower, but you just hit a 38% retrace. So a very shallow, mild, moderate retrace so far. Nothing that significant. Why not go test the 200-day moving average again at 92 bucks? It seemed like reasonable areas after such a spectacular run nonstop. Okay, energy was down today. It was the worst performing sector of the 11. 7 of the 11 sectors were green, and only energy, materials, and industrials and financials did bad today. Everything else did okay. It was green. U.S. oil then, but here's the real chart, the nasty one. Gross. Wait, maybe not. Yep. Here it is. Destroyed. Hey, it only took quadruple bearish divergence, man. Quadruple. You don't get to see that very often, but it did happen, and look how the TA was respected so well. You're now officially below that high from October. I mean, that peak from March 2014. Now you're heading, to that level January 2010. You'll probably test that, but hey, what about a full reset here? We've already discussed this idea from your previous low to high. From the low to the high. the deep retrace, 425 to 487, right? The 786, 886. In an uptrend, that will be a full reset. Those are nice, man. You could very well get that. But I get there's a lot of support here at 570 to 630. So let's see if it can recover here, if it can rally, before going to deep reset levels. No edge yet. No edge at all on natural gas futures. Congrats on your ice packs. That's right, dude. We got 11 minutes till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bullet sub. We're just in the commodities section of the stream, whatever. Just looking around. And here's the massive fake out, chat. So this is a classic tech. You get this, put a textbook fake out. Here it is. Here's your soybeans. It failed to break out. It attempted to. It was doing it and right back in and then gap down. And the follow through is immense. Going to test that 200-day moving average at 1472. That's probably coming next. I would think 1436. I mean, that's a key level. But this is exactly where major reversals begin. So it really, and now what I worry about, is it's not this at all. It's now just a confirmation high. You had one high, and now you've made a slightly higher high, and that's it. That's the confirmation. It's over now. Like it could very well be over for soybeans. Where we've seen it in the past. One time, no one knows. Second time, everyone knows, and then you collapse. You really even hear kind of a high, then the higher high. That's kind of a confirmation high, a high and a higher high. And you've done it again, a high and now a higher high. So you just think about it. It could be an X, A, B, C, and then C to D wave, taking you way down for full reset. I would not be surprised, man. You're just at levels where reversals happen. So taking fresh longs on any of this stuff's crazy. It was crazy. Just like oil. Hey, man, it's not a good idea. It's not a good area for a fresh long. It's just not. Like you had your chances after the COVID crash where like the asset was just hitting this level and inverse head and shouldered, all that. And it ran up and hit the resistance, sold off, and now the attempted rally, a slightly higher high, and now exhaustion, and that was at all-time highs right there. So it's like that on, I think corn, same thing. Oh yeah, dude, corn, I love this. This could very well be it, chat. This could be the end of corn futures for a while now. You gotta love that shooting star on the 17th of June, and it at the highest high of the wick or the tail, if you will, right? Because it's a shooting star, it's a comet, it's the tail of the comet. $800. You look left. What is that, man? Oh, it just happens to be this magical level where massive reversals occur. Well, it could be over now. It could be done. It's time probably for $666 and maybe even $500 after that. Dude, this thing tried. It did the soybeans, right? Huge run at low risk areas down here and went to the top of the range and is now confirming the top of the range is real resistance. And now it looks, like, of course this could fail. Of course it could, dude. I'm not even trying to act like I know if this is going to reverse here, but it's doing all the beautiful bearish things that we would ask for or dream of. Think about if you flip this chart over. How effing bullish is this, right? You're at the level where historically only always you reverse, right? And you just fell below that level and sprung back above it, and you just back tested the spring. And now you're showing a beautiful momentum shifting pattern at this key level. That's a good argument for a short or a long here. But if you're talking about real life, this is a good argument for a possible short on corn futures. And if we're in a real recession, which we are, guess what? Commodity spike and then it's over. The commodity spike and then they collapse. So we're at collapse levels. Do you understand? It's not a good area to be longing. It'd be better, probably smarter area to be shorting and then a stop loss above $800. Short the corn, dude. Short the corn, and guess what's going on the daily? If you thought it couldn't get any worse than that, right? It is now corn futures showing just a very, very small amount of hidden bearish divergence. Continuation downward implied. You haven't broken the neckline, so it's not a real head and shoulders yet, but it is a potential, and it's really pretty. Bearish as F. Can we get out the bear drums? It's the bear drums. Hey. Yeah, you could cry about it, dude. You could just keep crying about it. No one really cares. Like, I mean, you can keep crying all you want, man. So corn, rice, good stuff. See, rice is still parabolic, and it hasn't really shown too much of a, you know, a bearish consolidation structure, something impending reversal stuff. It's not really showing it. I mean, on the highest high, it did make bearish divergence, but it's still making higher lows. So this isn't rice. It's going crazy, but you could obviously, I think, like if corn is reversing, soybeans are reversing violently, and it's over, it might be over for rice too on paper, not like for the consumer. They're going to be paying stupid amounts for a long time. Price is never going down, right? But I'm just saying on paper, rice probably going to get wrecked too if they do. This one's just not showing as clear, you know, it's not as clear as corn or maybe soybeans because it's not at those key levels. It was actually above them. I don't know. It's just, it could have gone higher, a lot higher, but it hasn't yet. Okay. So rice. What about wheat? My God, it's over for wheat. It is over for wheat, chat. A full reset coming. You're going to at least 919. You're going to test that 200 days moving average. Sorry, I was talking about the bullish vibe over there. But it was a wonderful ride up, wasn't it? But it's over now. And guess what? This is how it ends. This is exactly how it ends for commodities. Not one time, but 2 times. That's how it ends, chat. Confirmation. That's why double bottoms and double tops are so amazing. All right? It's probably over for wheat for now. And it could be for real over. All you did was manage to go make all-time highs, and you've reversed there. And then what'd you do? You attempted a rally and did what? Confirmed distribution. Confirmed there are less market participants that own wheat futures than they did that fateful March 8th buying climax day where you limited up like 6 days in a row because of the Russia-Ukraine thing event, right? So it's over probably for now. And like I'm talking, this could be like your parabolic uptrend's probably gonna break eventually, and this could be how it ends. All right. Commodities might be in trouble. It's like, yeah, they were at reversal areas, but they just looked like they could have maybe kept going a little bit, and confirmation highs now. That's it. So let's coffee. Remember we've been eyeballing coffee because it's not dead, but to me it almost looks like it's danged no matter what it does. Like it could go up to the 886 and complete the bear shark around 256, or it could just be over now. Like a bearish engulfing candle pretty much confirmed today. It's above the 200-day moving average. But my concern, anytime this is the exact, it was like just like imagine this being the S&P 500. Well, 237 on coffee futures was 4,500, 4,600 on the S&P. Same effing pictures being painted. I don't even know. Can I even bring up the SPX? Like I don't even really. I'm not very versed in doing this comparison stuff. Let's see. It's not even. I'm not even trying to do it for this reason. I'm trying to be like. So this is coffee. Well, you know what? Let me. I'm gonna try to do it like this. All right. Just give me a sec. All right. Just let me. This is educational stuff right here. Nice, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. Let's see. Okay, so I want you to look coffee futures on the left, and then the S&P 500 on the right. This was the all-time high. This was it. It was the end. It was the beginning of the end. All right. So look at the first drawdown. Okay, first drawdown. Then you rallied. Okay, one time no one knows. You drew down again. You made a lower low. Guess what happened on the S&P 500? You drew down and made a lower low. So now all of a sudden you have this argument being worked on that we identified immediately. Uh-oh, you now have made a lower high and a lower low. It is the beginning of a trend reversal argument. So what happened? There was so much bullish divergence. There was bullish divergence down here that it had to rally again, to attempt a rally, to just make sure the trend truly is reversing. And that was it. That was 4,600. When it broke above that level, up thrusted through it, and then failed, once you fell below that level, 45, I was done. It was over. That was bearish. The end of times. All right, and that's really, you've gotten destroyed. You're down 25% since then, 20% since then. So that's where we are. We are right here, okay? We are right here. We're just now kind of, I think, attempting to fail. If you start rolling over here, falling below, start testing these levels again, I think it is over. Like, I think it's done for coffee. And that's great. I mean, I think that should be good, but I don't think it's going to translate into cheaper Starbucks or cheaper coffee beans for you, the consumer. No way, man. Screw that. We're the ones that have to pay for everything, okay? These businesses, these governments do the dumbest crap, and we're the ones that always foot the bill. And yes, a paper commodity is going to crash, but not the price that you're going to pay every day. It's going to keep going up because of failed trash policy. So just a little bit of education there, man, okay? A little education on the predictable patterns and things that happen when things end. When trends reverse, this is the way they oftentimes look before it reverses. Did that help? Maybe not. Probably not. Probably didn't. Oh yeah, look on the hits, you're right. Hey, okay, man. Hey, let's go to Bitcoin, man. Let's go to Bitcoin. Get Rekt coffee. You're probably done, son. It's over for you. I hope it's not, though, I guess, right? Because I want everyone to be paying too much money for coffee than they're paying now. Please, no, I'm just kidding. I want this thing to crash. And it looks like it might be done. All right, Bitcoin. There it is. Jesus chimes. New day. It is bullish engulfing candle confirmed. It is a confirmed engulfing candle, chat. Can we please get some... That's it, dude. We've done it. We've covered the previous candle, and that's normally a good thing. We'll see, though, okay? Because your trend is not your friend. You are bearish. It's a bear trend, and no one can, change that for now. But the good news is the local price action is beautiful. This is gorgeous local price action that could translate into maybe a little bit higher of a relief rally that we're up 25% from the lows. If you can't even tell, can you? But you are, well, I'm sorry, about 20. But yesterday you were up 24%, or 2 days ago. So you're still up about 21%. And the engulfing candle, after successfully, for the first time in human history, 19,891 was no longer a resistance cycle top. It was no longer the cycle top and then a resistance back one time in history in December 2nd, 2020. It is now for the first time ever a support. It was broken back above with an engulfing candle and a successful multiple back tests. Those are good signs. Those are not bad things. And that we've already talked about common retrace levels in a downtrend. It's the golden zone using Fibonacci. Or even if you're going to, what the heck, where did it go? Even if you're just going to say it's a descending broadening wedge, which it's starting to look like it is, the 100% measured move of that would be 23,293. But understand, we have not broken out. There is no breakout. It could fail here. You understand, it could, right now, bears could just take back over and you end up making another lower high than your previous high, than your previous high, than your previous high. You have not yet made a higher high. Nope. Heck, man, you hadn't made a higher high since May 31st, and it was here, and it was a joke anyway. It was right. We needed that so we could gain confirmation that we're in a rising wedge, right? So, yeah, only lower highs until you break above probably 21.8. Your just distribution argument could strengthen if you start rolling over here. God, that would be so bad, man. But you're safe technically until you fall below 19,891. Below that, 17K, easy. Hope you're enjoying the music. It's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, not 120. I think everyone needed it. Okay, I think we were getting a little strung out on deep progressive house. No, it doesn't. Descending broadening wedge or ascending broadening wedge is 2 touches on both sides. You're thinking about a right angled ascending broadening formation or right angled descending broadening formation. No, you just need 2 on this. You have 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. How about that? So it doesn't even matter. Your argument's moot because it's actually doing, it's extremely nice. It's extremely valid because it has 3 touches. It only needs 2 though. Okay, well, I mean, again, like, I want us to make a higher high for the first time since, again, this joke from May 31st. Think about it. Bitcoin hasn't made a higher high in about a month, man. I'll say over 3 weeks. So, I hope it can do it. And it's right here in front of you. The world is yours for the taking. Bulls, let's see what you got, because you ain't done crap yet. Just presented maybe a cool little pattern that might take you to test the measure move, but it's just bearish trend. The trend's not bullish at all. All right. What's up, Captain1618? Thanks, man.
Captain1618 tip $30.07. VSTM all-time floor is $1. Cheers. 0.5360117 LTC.
We will look, dude. We will look. Much love. Oh, and by the way, thanks so much to frickin' Gail. Gail, I don't know if you're in here, but wow. Gail bought another NFT. I think it was 2 days ago, but I don't care. Hold on. Dude, really? What are you talking about? Yeah, so it was Gail. Purchased a second one of these. I guess bought the dip, right? So that is extremely cool, and I want to do Jesus chumps for that because that's like, you know, no big deal, man. That's only 1 Ethereum. That's only like $1,000. So that is a huge deal, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Gail. All right, so let's get to. We had like 2 requests or something. Times are tough. I know. Sierra. Salesforce. Ooh. Oh, man, it's definitely trying to make a higher low here. Trying to bottom out a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, that looks like a 786 there, right? So it's reacting at a 786 for sure. At least a little bit. So there is a level that buyers are defending for a second time. It is a spring back test of spring legitimately happening right now. I like this. I think the trend's still bearish for now, but this is great. This could go to 195. Not even kidding. If buyers defend this level that I've had plotted here, not once but twice, and on the second time it's a higher low. And if you look here, you can actually see where that real bottom was to the higher low, the lowest low, and then the higher low. There's hidden bullish divergence here too at this level. So yes, there could be more upside on this asset. How much more? It looks like ARK. There's still 13% upside here. If you're going to go to the next like key level, right? Up, down, why not up again? It could on the second low. Very interesting chart here on CRM. I'm sure there are a lot of tech stocks looking like this, right? I think hey, look here. Look at this, man. You're like breaking back out. Right? The supply line of the downtrend. You're breaking back out today with hidden bullish divergence on a higher low and defending a very critical level. If you don't hold that, you're going way lower. But you didn't. You did defend it. You're possibly going much higher. And there's like 13% to 20% upside here on CRM. Very nice. There's gap fill up at 186. There's a couple of them. But yeah, there you go, man. And then just like that, interesting variables after being destroyed, you know. I'm sorry. I just remember that song. There's like this woman who starts screaming, like just moaning and screaming, and it's like, dude, I hate music with lots of moaning and screaming. I don't know how people like it. I mean, do you out there as a viewer, you're like, oh man, I just, this song, I'm a record producer, I'm a music producer. It just needs more like, it just needs a woman screaming and moaning, dude. Oh, it'd be perfect. That's just what we needed in the song. It was completely fine. Let's ruin it. No, screaming women, you know, in the right context can be beautiful. I'm talking about in a song, you know, it also can be terrible. I'm saying in this context, it's in the terrible category. All right. So, CRM, and then, oh, it was Hex for Anonymous, yeah. It's the X-Men. I like it above 3.9 cents. I like how it broke it back tested it, and engulfed today. Very nice. Good stuff here. It's like a break hook and go. Like anything above 3.9 cents is a level we've had plotted here forever, May 23rd. You broke it a couple days ago, then you back tested it yesterday or 2 days ago, and then yesterday, which was today pretty much, is engulfing. So the upside potential, I mean, between this level, you tell me, you know, it's an up, down, up, down, up, down, could be up situation. Like the upside potential, if Bitcoin doesn't collapse, you know, which always good in this trend, but from where it is now, if this truly is confirming 3.9 cents as support, there could be like 47% upside on Hex. If it's going to do exactly what it's always done throughout history, it could go that way, man. It could be one low and then a second low like all these other cryptos, right? Or a confirmation low. And there was, in fact, a very, very real amount of, there was classic bullish divergence, just barely. But it was there, man. It was definitely there on Hex, on both oscillators, just like many other assets across the market. So it's not like Hex is doing anything special. Not at all. It's just doing what everything else is. So cool. Seller exhaustion, and there could be substantial upside because of price action between critical levels, and you're above a key level. So nice. There's your Hex. Anonymous, thanks for 20, dude. All right, let's go to Captain Hindsights now, or Captain 1618's. Veracitium, or Veristum. Oh my god, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Are you kidding me? Wow, talking about levels, man. This is, look what it's trying to do. Wow, and look at the divergence on it now that we've been here, but look how it's maturing. You got that second leg. Now, you got to hope that it makes a higher high now, because if it just diverges like this and then makes a lower high and rolls over again, this $1 will be broken. You'll go down to, you know, 83 cents. But this is very interesting here. I mean, you go to the 3-day, I bet it looks even crazier. My God, the classic bullish divergence on the 3 days is insane. And this level being held, you know, this level's not a joke. You go back, man, to 2016 multiple times. This is everything. The upside potential on this asset could be obscene. It could be ridiculous. I mean, you could go up to 188 again. Well, there's a peak there. Multiple levels where it's been regarded as resistance. That would be the target from here. Okay, and then it'd be 188, then 280. Target on Veristum. Yeah. Well, I don't even care what it sounds like. How you say it. This is beautiful. This is an amazing development at a very key lowest risk area, maybe ever. One of them anyway. And there could be a lot of upside on this, man. Beautiful chart. Very, very high quality, you know. Wow. Beautiful. Very, very good, Larry. And just deep stuff too, like 95% retraces. This is sexy stuff here. We'll see. We will see, man. man. So I've been live like an hour, 10 minutes. I don't know, dude. It's one of those days. I think we've had a good discussion on maybe what's coming for Bitcoin next, which could just be a little rally, a little relief rally. Maybe that was what happened. Dang it, man. Yes, the things occurring here, you just can't be surprised if we go up some more, because you just spent like multiple days. This is telling us stuff, man. We're just reading what's being presented. We're being told that the bears failed to break a key level. The buyers defended the bearish breakdown, and there was a fake out immediately, an engulfing candle. And then now, being back above that level, buyers are still defending that level, and you've engulfed again. So you can't say that's really bad at all. Even, I know the trend sucks, but this isn't bad price action right now. This could take you to higher prices. So, and here's your breakout. Here's your little supply line breakout point, because you don't have anything else leaving left really. And again, I think like if this is actually happening, then $23,300. That's it. Okay. That would be a 38% retrace as well from your previous high to low. And we know between the 382 and the 618, you know, between 23.3 and I would say like 26.8, you got that zone, common retrace zone. And with such little support resistance looking left, I could easily go to those levels. Like there's no like real history, you know, it's up and it's down. That's it. So yeah, these are levels that could be achieved. Okay. But it doesn't mean you're bullish, man. It doesn't mean the trend's bullish. It just means the assets go up and down in bear trends. And it could just be, since you just crashed, it could be time to go up a little more, and that's okay. But it was all about this level that was broken back above and then tested, and it was successful. So, okay, that's great and all, but now we must make a higher high, even locally. You got to do something, man. You haven't done any of this crap. That's the only thing you've done. It's just regarded the level of support, and the follow through has been not a higher high yet. Nope. What's up, Scarlet? Well, I don't know. I mean, the SQs, I think it's something to be just longing on the weekly because there's decay.
SQQQ on weekly, please. Long position, probably.
We would look at a QQQ, really. But the SQs, to me, it's hit a level. It literally hit the level, dude. Like, right, 65.50. I've had this, been here, you know, and it hit it, and it reversed there, and after failing to break out, it's pulling back, but it could pull back some more, right? It could be like you made a high and then a higher high, and you've confirmed a tops in locally. But yeah, it's still in an uptrend. No one's arguing with that. You're in an uptrend, and that's going to be the case until you fall below $45.98, $46. You are in an uptrend until you fall below that level. But then you could just make an M shape and still make a higher low than $31 and still be kind of bullish still. So it really just be all about
technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
Like the Qs, it was okay. I don't think you're bullish at all, but I think like just based on waves, you got one big wave down, then two small waves. You made your second low, your attempted low, and it's slightly lower, but no more follow through, and you're hitting oversold in a downtrend. And so I think you could run up to 297, maybe in 316. You could run to the top of the channel, and it really wouldn't matter. It would be a bearish trend no matter what. I just think these just aren't the lowest risk for shorts now, right? You had chances. When you've just hit the lowest low, you might be paying some premium for shorts right now. But yeah, I get it. It could just roll over anytime, but one low, and then look, dude, you get a one low, and then you get like a second low, and then you rally, but you still make a lower high. So you could low the second low, the first low, the second low, and then you rally, you make a lower high than the previous high, and you roll over again later. This takes a while, man. It's gonna take a while if we're gonna, reverse. A lot of stuff has to happen that hasn't happened. Yeah, do like you wait until the resolution occurs here where we do rally, and then where we do test 297 as resistance, 316 as resistance, or we even make it all the way up to the supply line again, you know, later, you know, next month. And be looking for short opportunities and downtrends. But it does look like in a downtrend, this is exactly where a bear market rally could occur. Okay, well, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. That's where the conversation continues when this stream inevitably ends. Here it is.
It was 1 year ago today that John McAfee didn't kill himself. His wife is still fighting for his remains. If you want to support her, please sign the petition she has. Just search for Janice McAfee petition.
Yeah, maybe so. Alex, thanks for the 20. Rip John McAfee, who didn't kill himself. Dang, man. Dang. Thank you for the 20, though. I appreciate it. Okay. No breakout yet. No breakout yet. You're close, and it doesn't even matter if you break out. If you got to make a higher high. You make a higher high, man. I think you go to 23.3. But again, the golden zone is not just 23.3, the 382. It is a zone. It's between the 382, that level, all the way to 26.7. Right? Your zone, man. This is the common retrace zone for crypto. If it's going to happen, right here. Target area, Larry. Ethereum, same thing. No breakout yet, but close. Very close, man. My God. Extremely, extremely close on Ethereum. But even if you break out, you got to break 1223. You break 1223. Then I think you go to 1420. You could very well go to 1420, man.
RVZ.
Hey, it's Ash, man. What's up? Thanks for 15, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a dead jar today, right? It happens. Thank you, man. IBC. IBZ. Oh, I can't say it's a bull trend. My God. I have a lot of memory of this place. The old bullish rectangle back in the day. You're just at the midpoint, man. Like the mega range between like $6, $8 to $25. Maybe a little bullish divergence. This is a downtrend though, man. It's just how do you like, it's not doing anything different than what it's been doing. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, over and over and over again. God. What a supply. What a beautiful channel. If anything, it's broken. It's like, I guess it's getting back into that downtrend, so it could be considered still oversold and be springing, and there could be a little more upside. But it's not. When's the last time it made a higher high, dude? You know, when's the last time it made a higher high? It was, in fact, June of last year. It's been a year since this asset's made a higher high. So it's just, anytime that's the case, gosh dang, man, it's real tough to be like, I can't wait to go long on this asset that hasn't made a higher high in a year. That's like XRP. So, but yeah, I get it. Like, no one, look, dude, it's like the waves. It's like XA, A to B, B to C, and maybe it's working on a pivot to go from B to C, where it runs up to maybe $21 to test the top of the channel again. It could. There could be, there could be upside here. If the divergence plays out, if it gets back in the channel, it looks like it's trying to. And if that all plays out, we'll see. But you just gotta understand, like, kind of the S&P 500 is doing the same thing, right? It's like one wave down, one big wave, and then two small ones, and it's trying to pivot on the second small one to complete it, and then begin a larger wave up. Divergent, man. That Discord's dead. We need a new Discord link, man. All right. All right. Guess we'll get it. Okay, so that's it. Maybe you're onto something. You know, if anything, 1818. But if you break 1818, I think you could be going to like 21 bucks. That's it. All right, well, I'm just gonna get out of here. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Let's be back. Until next time, respect the TA.